I am lost for words. I feel really overwhelmed. After the fall of Saddam, I lost a dear colleague, a brave lady, who was my co-member of the Governing Council. She was one of Iraq's greatest patriots. She gave her life for the country. Later on, I lost another dear friend and fighter for women's rights in Iraq. There were two examples of women who were brave enough to step forward and make the ultimate sacrifice. Senator Leahy spoke of patriotism. They were patriots. And so was Marla. But Marla was not only a patriot. She was much more than that. Her humanity transcended the boundaries of her country. For her, a suffering family in Afghanistan or Baghdad could just as well be 2 blocks down the road. For her, any human suffering meant personal suffering, meant to her a lot personally. And there are few people in the world who have this blindness to international boundaries. I think she saw every human being with the same eyes, and that's a special capacity. Marla taught us a great deal. One of the things that she taught us is that individual action matters. We live in an age of institutions, big corporations, big structures. But here is an individual who can make a difference in the world, who can change the world indeed, in some way that makes it better. And we are humbled by that, and we must learn from that. In such a seemingly ordinary person, there was also greatness. Greatness comes in many different forms. In the classical sense, great people were people who conquered other nations or changed the world in big ways. But greatness is also the ability to see what's obvious, yet most other people cannot see it. She saw a need, and she saw a gap, and she saw an injustice, which was to her as obvious as daylight, yet it was overlooked by governments, by many people, by the media. And she did something about it. She just did not stop at seeing it and recognizing it, but she did something about it. And Senator Feinstein spoke of legacy. That's also important. Only yesterday, driving down from New York, I was listening to a poem that a classical Arab poet wrote more than 1,000 years ago. And that poem has a special story. He had traveled from Baghdad all the way to Spain and died away from his family in a very sad situation, but he wrote one poem, in effect a letter to his wife. And it was the only poem that survived. Yet, if you ask any Arab, he would probably recognize it. It has become a unique tribute to love. He left the world something that generation after generation was recognized and enjoyed and shared. Few people can do that. And I recognize in Marla that legacy. And the one thing I want to really say here is the overwhelming sense of gratitude that we in Iraq feel for what Marla has given and what Marla represents, and for all the help that she has provided and all the compassion she has provided. My heart and thoughts and feelings go to her family and parents in particular, and her brother. Thank you.